Excellent. We're
We
live.
are live for 5
Woohoo!
seconds. So there it is. I'm just watching here because now people are watching ads now
Yeah.
because I have my phone here. See,
Yeah.
so people are watching ads. So now the notifications going out to all the people
Yep.
right now, and then they'll get watching ads. Hello, people in the chat. Tell us where you're from and say hello. Steve, tell us if you can hear us loud and clear. Still watching ads. See?
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll be funny. But some of my shows you get anywhere from after the it's finished, get anywhere from 2 to over 300 people come in and out.
Oh, nice. Cool. And they'll
Yeah.
ask questions too during the time.
Some of them might ask questions, so I'll try and keep my eye at the
Oh, okay.
questions there. But mainly we'll just do a general interview. We can also open it up. Hi, Lean, mega love shout out. Thank you for she's watching ads. See, so that's what they do. So even though they're they're watching the ads, but they can still type in that they're watching ads. So it's pretty funny. So it's pretty good. What's interesting YouTube story is since I've been in media for so long, like when you saw me, I wasn't in YouTube. And then I wasn't doing anything for a year and a half, and everybody's encouraged me to get into YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll use my influence in the car business and the tourism business. And I like to starting to get into not events like you do, but events at hotels where you're introducing things and stuff like that. Hi, Mika. How are you? Thank you for coming out. Godly Woman Vlog. Love the name. Mega love shout out. Lean's Journey. How are you? Thank you for coming. So yeah, so when I got into YouTube in 28 days, I built it to over 1,000 subscribers because
Amazing.
YouTube does everything in 28 days. And then after that, I got live stream, which is this. And then within a week, I've already tapped out the allowable. So I bought the StreamYard software, and then 40 days later, I got to monetization, and now monetized. Now my goal is my first check. I'm donating that to charity.
Great.
And then after that, my goal is now to get to 5,000 before to go guitar travel show. And then after that, I'm going to the Philippines next year and do more charity. So I'm following. You follow Supercar Blondie?
Yes.
So she's in Dubai. So when I'm in Qatar, I'm planning to hit Dubai first, and then I'll try and hook up with her.
Oh, you do know her?
I don't know her personally, but I know there's a charity person in Nanete Fortes. Nice to see you, Josh. We're good. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? That'd be awesome. Just let me know if you hear me loud and clear. So the way to grow your channels fast is do things that go viral. So I'm going to do a lot of comedy, charity, new launches of cars. The Lotus car that was just launched. So they sent the media thing out. So I put it up. Since I'm a journalist, I put it up on a website. I searched on YouTube, and I'm the third video down.
Wow, good for you.
Good.
And that looks like a really cool car. We asked about it. It's called the Lotus
Evija.
I'm not sure about the name, but I like the car. Looks really good.
It's 1,900 horsepower, all electric. So, the gentleman that has the rights to it in Vancouver, I've met him a few times, and he has the rights to the car. I don't think they're going to have any in Canada, any in Canada, but it should be interesting.
What's the new?
Sorry,
new mid-engine Lotus that just came out, the engine one.
Yeah.
What is that called?
That's an E name too. It's so good.
Evos or something.
Yeah, so they always do E's. I don't like that. They always do the same similar names.
Yeah,
and it's nothing you can pronounce.
No. Thanks, Lotus.
That's okay. Hey, Darren Dobson, Sunny Bird says hi. So Sean Tuber, he has a bird, and I always bug him saying the bird's more famous. So eventually he's going to send me the bird, just the bird, but it's going to be silent, and I'll put words in its mouth. So
Yeah.
that'll be funny. I'm having a lot of my followers are from the Philippines, and they're Filipina,
Yeah.
and so I'm going to have a live stream like this at a comedy night, and they're all going to surround me, and I can do pickup lines for
Mm.
over half an hour, and they're going to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's going to be
Okay.
hilarious. So it's going
That's
to be
pretty funny.
so. So they're a lot of my friends. Good day, Ellie. Thank you for coming. Adrian Gibson. How are you guys? Yes, you're gonna have the streamer after the interview. Then I'm gonna drop a streamer. You can come up and ask Adam questions and stuff like that, or about cars or anything that we don't cover. So yes, you'll get that in a bit. Otherwise, I usually get sometimes up to 10 people on, which I max out on my StreamYard. So
Yep.
it's kind of funny. So it's a good sign. Yes, good. Pink Sweets. I love your channel, Pink Sweets. I saw your channel. Thank you very much. Oliva, Silva, nice to see you. Thank you very much for the hearts. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll get started. And so I'll tell you a little bit. The background is in February of 2019, no, 2020, February of 2020 was a Toronto auto show. And Adam had a booth and he was wandering around, and I was an automotive journalist at the show. And Adam was promoting the car event that was supposed to happen in 2020,
Yep.
I assume. And I had 15 years of automotive experience, as well as doing the rally for kids, and which also was sponsored by FAF as well, and other people like that. So I had a lot of connections, and he was doing this event. So he says, "Hey, I would like to, I'd like to attend. If there's any help you need, just let me know." So we had a good rapport. And then this year, it came around again. I saw someone gave me the link or email or something.
Right.
And then I connect to your marketing department. It says, "Oh, I'll put you back on Adam." Saying, that name sounds familiar.
And then we remember
The auto show and stuff like that. And so they're going to be doing this cool drive festival. So
Yep.
the first ever drive festival. And
Right.
so instead of just interviewing Adam, we thought we'd do this live stream. And I was promoting it for the last 10 days, Adam. So we should get a lot. Check your messenger. Okay. Everybody sometimes measures me stuff as well. So so just invite you guys to come in, and then I can refer people. We'll put it up on YouTube, and people driving 5 Festival will find it and see the interview and stuff like that. So learn a little more. But Adam, tell me, how did you come up with this drive festival? And tell me the thought process when it started and how it came to be.
This is a long story, actually, Darren. So
we got lots of time.
So I'll give you the whole gist of it. I remember I was kind of ending my career running obstacle running events, an obstacle running series called Mud Hero, and I was friends with the chief operating officer at the time at FAF, and he just happened to send me this email and said, out of the blue, "Are you interested in running an automotive event?" And I was instructing at the track and doing some race car driving, and I was always into cars, and I purchased a number of cars from FAF, and I'm like, man, that would be awesome if I could run an automotive event. That's like totally right up my alley. I run cycling events because I was in the national cycling team, and I did that for 25 years. Obstacle running was something I was interested in, and I did that for 10 years. And that business was starting to end for me. And I was like, spark hit me. I was like, let's go. But one of the things that I decided to do was, one thing that's very important to me is to understand the space and do research. And I thought, you know what? 2019, I'm going to go to Pebble Beach, Cobble Beach, Goodwood Festival of Speed, Luxury and Supercar Weekend, the Quail. I went to all the events in 1 year. So I just my calendar.
All the biggest events.
And I'll tell you, like, I spent the whole week in Monterey for Monterey Car Week, and I thought it was really cool. But I also didn't have as much connection with the static car events. I started to get pretty tired of those. But after going to Goodwood Festival of Speed, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just so awesome. Like I spent 4 days at Goodwood Festival of Speed, and it wasn't even enough. The full 4 days, it was that incredible. And I was like, what makes this so much more kind of awesome than the other car events is that you've got the hill climb, you've got test tracks, you've got everything's dynamic. And the feel of the festival is just so amazing because everything's dynamic. I mean, I went the first time I went there, I'm going to give you an idea. I went there like the Thursday when it was quieter, and I'm going up through the tents, and there's Nick Mason's 250 GTO sitting there. Nobody's around. So I come up to the GTO, doors open.
No.
I sit in it. No, I didn't do that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no. But
for those that don't know, the 250 GTO is a Ferrari, and it's 7 to 9 million US.
Yeah, it's something crazy. So, anyways, no, I would never touch a car like that. But I was there by myself next to the 250 GTO, and I'm like, I'm beside a $75 million car, and there's nobody around. This is like just incredible. But this was the kind of thing at Goodwood Festival Speed, like the McLaren F1s. There were 3 of them sitting out just in the grass, covered in dust, and kids had written their names on it. That was a little bit kind of incredible. I better text my wife and just tell her that I'm in an interview right now. But,
it's good that you answer her.
Yeah, sorry about this.
That's okay. It's funny.
Yeah, this is like my life. I'm just going to text her quickly and tell her in an interview, dog has peed. Good. There we are. Okay. In an interview. So anyways, I went to that event and I was inspired by Goodwood Festival Speed. And we were originally going to run our event down in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And I thought, you know what? There's a nice hill there. Maybe we can close off the road and run fast cars up the hill in Niagara-on-the-Lake all weekend long. So we asked Niagara Parks and they said, maybe. And then the mayor came in. Nope. So that idea of running it down in Niagara was gone. But I kept driving at Mossport all the time. And I looked at Mossport and I'm like, if I look at this the backwards way, there's a totally great hill climb that's 2 kilometers long. And somebody has done that before. Plus, I have 3 test tracks. I have a lot of space, no noise restrictions. And I'm like, and it's just off the 407 from Toronto. And I'm like, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park seems like a great place for my event. And then I had to come up with a name, and I was like, what kind of name? Because I can't call it Festival of Speed.
No,
wouldn't that'd be bad. So I was like, Drive Festival. You know, it's active, it's going. So came up with that, and that's the story of Drive Festival in a synopsis.
Excellent.
With an intermission of my wife texting me.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. So tell us. So currently, what's confirmed? So basically, so you have these 3 different areas that you're going to use,
right?
And so, what's the different areas and what's confirmed?
So we have the Dream Car Speed Run, which is the hill climb. And we're actually running full cameras up that. We've got jumbotrons, full interviews going on the whole day. And we're going to have about 100 cars running up the hill all day long. Everything from vintage original GT40, original Ferrari Dino SP race car, all the way up to new Pagani Huayra Roadster BC, new Ford GT, new Singer. Hopefully I think we're having a Singer at the event, but we've got a number of like Ferrari F40, number of like GT2 RS, number of really cool, like the new McLaren 765 LT. I believe we have one of those coming. We've got a few of the new Ford GTs, a number of really cool Ferraris, and even some other race cars coming as well. So race cars from certain teams that are putting cars up the hill. Vintage, actual original Cobra coming to the event to drive the hill climb. A 1972 McLaren Can-Am race car, 850 horsepower, 1,400 pounds. That's coming to run up the hill climb. And a number of collectors, an Enzo is coming to the event. So we're going to have 100 cars. Also some really interesting right-hand drive GTRs, a right-hand drive RX-7 twin turbo, like the really cool one from that generation. So we're going to have like a very good variety of cars, rally cars coming as well. So a great variety of cars coming for the hill climb to do it. RSR race Porsche, a 356A Porsche is coming as well. Ferrari Challenge car, you know, Radicals, Ariel Adams, and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really, really fun. It's for demonstration only first year, but some of the drivers are going to go very fast up the hill. If you like Lamborghinis, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, we just had that come in. And so we're pulling together, new GT500. The Shelby GT500, that's going to be up the hill as well. So we're going to have about 100 cars each day. So whatever your idea of a dream car, we're likely going to have it at the event. Then we also have, we're working on with Demi, and I may pronounce her last name wrong, Chalkis. She's a race car driver.
Okay.
And so she's going to be doing kind of an autocross thing down in the Dynamic Area A and for charity and taking people for hot laps. So different people are taking people for hot laps on an autocross circuit so people can actually get to feel that. Then we also have the manufacturer test drive zone. You can test drive Porsche Taycan. We have a number of cars from Nissan and Hyundai as well. And we'll probably have a few other cars on the manufacturer test drive course. It's more like a country drive. And then at the performance track, we have Hyundai, McLaren, and then you can also rent from Supercar Experience, like laps in Ferrari or a GT3 or a Lamborghini Huracan. And then we also have an off-road track where you can do test drives in that. Then we also have club features. We have an electric innovation zone. We have food areas at the event, military vehicles, Brampton Batman. So we're basically bringing an outdoor automotive show to Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.
I think that's fantastic because you're right. Static gets a little tiring and boring, whereas it has the whole gamut from basic looking around at cars to all the active things to hot laps to test driving new vehicles to dream cars.
Yeah, and they're driving. That's the idea, that you're always going to have that element of sound and excitement, unless it's an electric car, and then you're going to have the whoosh. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a whoosh, especially when you wait.
Yeah, exactly. Those things. I got loaned a 4S Taycan. Have you driven one?
No, not yet.
Have you driven like the electric car is pretty, very impressive as far as like the acceleration, even the handling, because the center of gravity on those cars, even though they're heavy, the center of gravity is so low.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I drove the Model S when that came out, and so it was very impressive. But it's just getting faster, like the Owl and all that, just getting faster and faster and faster. It's almost, it really puts you back in your seat.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, so
like every electric car is like a Turbo S Porsche in launch control. So, or
I think it's exciting and stuff like that. So you got that now. So for food, because everybody likes food, because you're there for the whole day,
right?
So you were mentioning you had food trucks coming.
Yep. Yeah, we got a number of food trucks. So a nice variety of food trucks. Then we also have the garden party that's going to be up top. And the nice thing is we also have we're going to have the Jumbotron set up there, so you can see the cars go up the hill. And we've got 3 announcers as well. So there's going to be interviews with the owners, because most of the people driving the cars are the owners of them. They don't just like bring somebody asked once, can I drive an F40, the F40 that's there? And I'm like, no, sorry, you can't drive the F40. The owner's driving the F40.
It's his personal collector car.
Yeah, he's not just like, hey guys, have at her, take it up the hill. But I guess if you don't know, then you don't know.
Pick it up his ass.
Yeah, no, we're not letting people just hop in the cars and driving up the hill. But you're going to be able to see the cars going up the
That's
hill.
when you talk to the manufacturers, or
Yeah.
are certain things where you're donating money or something like that to a
Yeah,
charity. That's where
some
you sit
are.
in the passenger seat to get the
Right,
experience.
like that's for the hot laps in the on the autocross. You donate money. Actually, the rest of the test drives, they're not charging for, except for the exotic cars, where we're charging for the exotic cars in the performance track. Um, there's a supercar rental company, Supercar Experiences, and my friend Jason owns that, and he's bringing a number of like really cool cars so that people can actually pay and then drive them for hot laps. Because we kind of feel like the amount of test cars that we have, there's gonna be a lot of demand to go for test drives, especially on the off-road track and the performance track, and even the manufacturer track, test driving new SUVs and electric cars.
Yeah, because it's just going to grow from here. Like this year,
Yeah,
it's going to grow like fourfold probably next year. Just everybody wants to get this one out of the way,
right.
and then because they'll always be bringing. There's usually sometimes over 300 new cars launched in a
Hmm.
year, so there's quite a lot of demand to. And the best way to sell cars is get people in the cars. So
Exactly.
maybe it could grow from 3 days maybe to, like a
Five, who
new auto
knows?
show, a whole week, 10 days kind of thing.
Could be. Uh, I don't want to commit to that right now because that's a lot of work. But I think it's going to take a few years to get there. But we're just happy to be able to launch, and it's been a challenge launching in COVID. But thankfully, we've had a lot of support, especially a lot of support just recently coming in, sponsorship support coming in on the event, and yeah, we're pulling off something that's going to be unique to the Canadian marketplace and a lot of fun. And I think, sometimes I kind of feel like you go to the static car shows and some people have forgotten that cars are supposed to be fun.
well,
Sometimes.
car guys always enjoy cars,
Yeah.
but you can't. But on traditional roads, you can't enjoy the cars, what they can do. At least
Right.
here's an opportunity to actually take your car on the track. Like a lot of clubs, like I've been to Ferrari events, and there's always
Yep.
poker events and all that, so they can rent the tracks as well.
Yep.
So this is an opportunity where all the car clubs. Have you got a lot of feedback from some car clubs that will
Oh,
be?
it's great. Yeah, we've the True North, I believe True North BMW, Mercedes, Corvette Club. I was just with True North Porsche yesterday. They're going to send some people. Saturn's Drives are sending some people as well. So yeah, the support from the community's been good, and we've done some outreach to the community to pull Triumph Club, bringing some cars as well. So we want like the Miata Club bringing some cars. They were actually our first supporter. Thank you, Miata Club. They were like, we want in, we want to be part of this event, and we're like, great, because and they're very passionate, the Miata Club owners. So
Oh, for
great
sure.
for having them out to the event. So what our event is about is as well as inclusivity. So we like the fact that it doesn't matter what kind of car you love or you drive. We want to make our show, our festival, something that everybody can relate to. If you like off-roading, great, we have that. If you like muscle cars, we have that. We even have a tuner car exhibit. So if you like tuner cars, you like JDM right-hand drive cars, there you go. If you love Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens, Porsches, there you go. We have that's actually a pretty big piece of the show is the exotic cars and the dream car speed run. If you love race cars or you don't know about race cars, well, you're going to be able to get up and close to different race teams. So Hyundai, we have the Hyundai, the TCR cars coming from them. We have some Ferrari challenge cars, Porsche cup cars, Radical, Ariel Atom, and you're going to be able to talk to the people that own those cars or run those race teams and kind of learn a little bit more about them and then see them go up the hill climb. So the whole something else that we have interesting. We have those off-road trucks from King, like I think it's called King of the Hammers. It's like a crazy. These trucks are crazy. They're like 700 horsepower, full caged. We have one of those coming to the event, and I believe it's doing the hill climb with the race car. Yeah, because we want to show a nice variety of cars. We don't want to just be the exotics or just the race cars or just the muscle cars. We want to show great how the breadth of the automotive community rally cars as well. Down the road, I've got even bigger plans, but I have to talk to Canadian Tire Motorsport Park about it. So this is version 1. Version 2 I'm already thinking of, and version 3 I'm already thinking of. So I've got some other plans for future years to even add more stuff in, because we have 900 acres to work with. So
Wow. Is there any motorcycles?
yeah.
Involved?
Oh, actually, we even have a motorcycle race school that you can hop in and take these little. They're little. I believe Tony Sharpless. You can drive those, and then we have some vintage motorcycles and those on display as well. So yeah.
I think that's good because you took the best of what was in the auto show, Toronto Auto Show, and you try and take that and just make it more alive, more active, interactive,
Yep.
outdoors.
It's outdoors, right? And originally, this was really funny, but originally when we tried to sell it in 2020, and we were selling it, we were getting some good support, but the feedback always from the sponsors and OEMs was, but your show's outdoors. What if it rains? Then COVID hit. We're shut down. And then we go back to people and there's like, your show's perfect. It's outdoors.
Well, I'm sure you'll have some tents around.
Oh yeah, most people are renting tents, but I'm going to tell you that the shortage in the automotive industry for semiconductors for the cars and everything else. There's also a shortage right now for tents. Thankfully, we got enough tents early on, but I knew there was going to be tent shortages. There's also funny enough, hand sanitizer, those hand sanitizer stations and sinks. Thankfully, I ordered those a while ago, but there's shortages on those now and shortages on all kinds of things that you wouldn't have thought there'd be shortages of, because all the restaurants are doing stuff outside, and because all the weddings have been pushed into August, September. So everybody's been pushing off events into August, September of this year because of our opening, how we're opening. So there is an onslaught of stuff happening.
I think that's crazy.
And shortages of equipment.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it's not
so
easy.
There's lots of challenges.
Same thing.
Pardon?
Everybody's fighting for the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And so there's lots of challenges about running events in COVID, but I was fairly well versed that this was going to happen. So I got on it, right when we knew that we could run in the event, which was the May long weekend is when Ontario came out with their reopening plan. And once I heard that, I was like, okay, we can run our event. But we only started we had been selling the event before then, but I didn't think we had much of a chance of running our event this year until Ontario came out with the reopening plan, and the vaccine rollout became much more positive. That saved us to run the event.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I think we're over 80% had at least one vaccine, and I think 77% have had 2.
Yep.
So that's good. And the good thing is everybody's hungry to get out, and like the restaurants are packed.
Yep.
The patios are packed. So there's the want is there.
Exactly. And yeah, people have been cooped up for a long time, and there wasn't any car events last year of any note, and except the odd like cars and coffee. Same with this year. There really haven't been any automotive events. Most of them have been postponed again until 2022. And I would take credit, but it's actually my business partner that kept telling me, let's keep running this. Let's keep running this. And I was the person that's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to run it this year.
But it
But
can't hurt. It can't hurt because
we need the
once
momentum.
yeah, exactly. So it's good to get all the bugs out, and
Exactly.
everybody wants to see you do one, and then
Yep.
you go to the next, right?
Exactly. So yeah, and it's been great. Like I was at a Porsche True North or True North Porsche event in Markham last night, and a lot of people had already heard about it, and they were asking me, well, "What day should I come?" So I'm telling people, if you want to come on the Friday. It'll be a little quieter.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
it'll be great. Now, have you reached out to Maximilian at Gumball and all that? Because
No.
plus there's who else is there? I know there's so many people I have to go into my database. That's why I want to send about it. But I'm so busy. It's like, oh, I
Well,
got to know that
I'll
person.
tell you that we have like, I'm not going to mention their names because I don't know, but I've a lot of the big collectors in Ontario are bringing cars to the event. So
Yeah, I know. I think I know the people you're talking about. There's
yeah,
quite a few.
and you know what the funny thing is? They don't tell me what cars necessarily they're bringing. They're just saying, "Well, I'll bring some cars, and I'm going to show up." And it's like, okay,
That's fine. It'll
yeah,
always be nice.
yeah. Well, I'll hold a spot for you. Don't worry, because I know your car is going to be very special, and we'll run it up the hill.
I think that's fantastic. Now, so now, do you have any? Since it's a new event, you don't have any pre. Do you have any footage, video footage, or something you use to promote, like on a YouTube channel or?
Yeah, yeah. But what I've done is more interviews with like the he's from vintagemotorsports.ca. I've been doing a lot of stuff with Hassan. He's great, amazing guy. And he let me drive his 1956 Gullwing Mercedes.
Mhm.
So that was really cool. And he's got an F40 and he's bringing his Dino SP race car. So I did some interviews with him. And then we did an interview with Chris Green. Um, and I've got a few more interviews coming up next week. So number of other collectors and other things that are happening. So we have some like initial videos, but really once we get all the sort of the assets, the video assets and everything from running our first year event, then that's when it's going to, people are going to understand it more because it is a little bit harder to sell than I even thought it would be. In some ways, because people can't understand entirely the vision. I keep telling them, well, I'm running a hill climb, and people are like, the Dream Car Speed Run, what is a hill climb? It's like in Europe, hill climbs are big. In England, it's a whole thing. To have a hill climb that's 2 kilometers long and run the cars up the hill. But in Canada, it's never been a big thing. So that's my job, to make it a big thing.
Well, yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, do you have anybody that's going to do drone footage when
Yep.
or to record
Yep.
that?
So we got drone footage, and then I've got 5 cameras running up the hill climb with the jumbotrons and live streaming with our partner Rev TV.
Yep.
So Rev TV is going to be live streaming it, which is going to be fantastic. But it's also key that we have the 2 jumbotrons up in the food area, so you can see, the Pagani Huayra BC Roadster go up the hill, or the new Ford GT. We're doing a Ford versus Ferrari up the hill. So I'm running the 67 Dino SP race car, and then the Legendary is bringing some really cool cars. Peter Clute, I had a great interview with him. He's bringing out an original GT40, original Cobra, a Daytona, and he's bringing out a 4-cam 66 Ferrari V12 and a Corvette race car.
Yeah. Have you heard of a gentleman named Colin Fox?
Colin Fox.
Yeah.
What has he got?
So he's done some amazing videos for manufacturers, and he's Canadian. He's Canadian. See, he's in our city. So I'm trying to reach out to him, get him. He's really, really good. He does amazing work.
Right.
He did it for, I think he did it for the Viper. I think I did.
Cool.
He did amazing work. So I'm just going to try and. All these names are percolating to the top of my brain as we're thinking.
We have a great photographer, Ivan Novotny.
Okay.
So he's done some great artistic photography. He's doing that. And then actually my videographer is going to be doing the event. And we got the drone. And then Joel, who does all the race car events, like he does all the NASCAR and the Fell Drives and the race car events, all the coverage. He's doing my TV. He's setting up a TV truck. So we're having full production house all weekend long of the hill climb.
Yeah, and I was when I reached out to Lucas, he says, I'm gonna be on my honeymoon. It's like, oh,
I
really?
know. Yeah, so Lucas from Autostrada, he's on his honeymoon. That's okay. Yeah,
So
that's fair. I wouldn't give up my honeymoon to come to Drive Festival either.
No, that would be his last.
Yep. Now, I would never promote Drive Festival when it was my honeymoon, but I understand, for him. But he's had that question, but from tons of people actually. He has to keep answering, I'm on my honeymoon. I'm sorry, I'm on my honeymoon. But how was he meant to know the Drive Festival was even going to happen? Like, he had to schedule it, right? So
yeah, he probably scheduled it months and months ago.
And that's more important than Drive Festival, his honeymoon. He's getting married.
Yeah, it's fine. It's there's some other people, the photographers, that have reached out to, and we'll see how many get, because the more pictures you have and the more expertise, it's better for you because it's all content.
Yeah. Brian from the Pit Stop magazine as well. He's great. Brian Smith. He's been actually a big supporter, like loaning me some photos because he goes to Goodwood Festival Speed every year. So, wow. And I've been there twice. And my plan is, Darren, to go every year. Mm-hmm. So if you ever want to come with me?
Sure.
To Goodwood? You and I? Well, sure. We're gonna take on Goodwood ourselves.
Absolutely, because I just have to reach out to Koenigsegg and all those other people, and these are interviews, Rimac. That should be there, and there's so many cool cars. That's what I think. The only one I didn't hear you say was Top Marks. That's the only one I didn't hear you say. And that's where they get all the billionaires buying all the cars, and they have a little test where people can take out cars as well. That's the only one I didn't hear you say you haven't been to.
Well, Darren, I don't run in that kind of circle,
Well, yeah, neither do I.
What?
Neither do I, but I know a couple people. So
the quail was so good, but I was drinking a little too much at the quail because they had it was all booze was included, so it was so you go by and you get a drink and get some food, and then you get another drink and you get some food and you get another drink and you get some food, and it was fun, but expensive. A ticket to the quail is expensive. But there's a lot of rich Americans. So.
Oh yeah,
that was $1,100 for the day.
But it's funny because Russia and China's bumping on the Americans because Russia's got a lot of money, and so do the Chinese. The Chinese market's, I think, bigger now than America.
Oh, probably.
So all the luxury brands that I talk to, they're all over in China. So, but Russia can't get the cars. They'll say, we'll pay double.
Right.
So it's hilarious.
We'll pay double and we'll send you a boatload of vodka and caviar.
Absolutely. Say, just pay me double and one trip on your yacht for a week.
Right.
That's like $300,000 a week American.
Well, because the whole world kind of went crazy when car prices went insane.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with yachts, right? To have $100 million yacht now is
that's so expensive. 10 yachts, 10. I think it's 10% a year for covering costs. So you have a yacht that's $100 million, it costs $10 million a year just to maintain it.
Well, one billionaire said once, "How do you stay rich?" And he said, "If it flies, floats, and I won't say the other one because this is a family show, rent it." But that's what he said. So don't own the plane, don't own the boat, and don't get married.
Well, the companies own the planes. But the plane is a great asset. But if you use it a lot,
yeah.
The boats
are
They're
Throw 'em-
horrible assets.
and you have to have like 20 people on them cleaning them constantly because the salt water like wrecks everything on them.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why
It makes like like it makes exotic cars look like it's like it's a great hobby, inexpensive and everything else. Better just to own a Ferrari collection than a yacht, right? And they've appreciated.
it's exactly was that Mr. Chen or something? He's a Ferrari collector,
Right.
and he rotates it,
Yeah.
and it's good investment for him.
Yeah, because they don't really the good cars don't really lose a lot of value. Like not the good cars, but the cars the sought after cars, I would say, don't lose a lot of value.
And they actually
They
increase
gain
in value.
value.
You got to be really smart in which ones may increase in value, because like look at the McLaren F1. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's got up
Look at the
20 times.
maintenance costs on that car too.
It's very high.
Oh,
But it's gone up 20x in value.
right.
But
And then
I
you have
wouldn't
the
want
Mr. Bean crashed his twice. Twice. Like, jeez. Elon Musk crashed once. I understand once. But Elon Musk, did you also know this, Darren? When he crashed it, he didn't have insurance on it.
Oh,
For some reason, he didn't have insurance on it. So one of the smartest and wealthiest men in the world, but he didn't put insurance on it. I guess when you're that rich.
well, what they call is when you get a certain spot, you insure yourself. Let's go and
Right.
stuff like that.
No,
It
I
just
think he had
makes
just
economical
forgotten to
sense.
pay his insurance.
So
I think he still wanted insurance on it. And he was going to a meeting with I think a Google like founder or something. And he turns to him and says, "Watch this," and he hits the gas, and it didn't have traction control, and he spun it up into. That's what we don't want happening at our drive festival, right? We don't want anybody. So I'm not letting someone take someone up the hill and say, "Hey, watch this," and then spin it out and crash it. We don't want that.
it could happen though. Could happen.
It could. You know what? And that's on that. You don't have to go up the hill climb at speed. So
Yeah.
I think that depending on your skill set and the value of your car, use it accordingly.
Yeah.
I was loaned a 720S on the track 3 weeks ago. And so I took it for some hot laps, but I only drove, and I'm an instructor there. So I'm a decent driver, pretty good driver. And I can race cars, but I still only drove it at 7/10 because if I did anything to that car, the owner would probably kill me. Then my wife would kill me. And so it's just not worth it.
Yeah. I thought you'd take it at 80%, so you only took it at 70.
Probably only 70. Yeah, maybe 75, but no more than that. I left lots of room. I didn't even I only got it up to 260 in the back straight, and it's capable of 300 because I was like, and I lifted off. I'm like, no point. I wasn't wearing a helmet either. So it's just using common sense, right? You're taking out a car for 3 or 4 laps. It's not your car, and you don't want to beat on it. It's not yours.
Yeah, you got it for the track already.
Super well.
That's okay, you have experience, but it's to know the car. The more you drive the car, the more you get to know the car.
Right.
So
I love the setup of McLaren. Have you driven a McLarens?
No.
I love the setup of them because they're the only car company that you can hop in the car and it's like a go-kart. They move the pedals because they don't have to worry about a clutch pedal like Porsche, but they move the pedals like the brake pedal and the gas pedal are right at the same level. And a lot of people have complained about it, but they're right in the middle like a go-kart. So you can left foot brake and go on the gas and everything's right in the middle. And the visibility out of the front of the car is just incredible. Best seating position, best brake feel. I think the McLarens are from that standpoint, they're the best. Like they really nailed driving position and the feel and the outward visibility from the car and the way the car makes you feel. That's really cool. And that's really, it's not about necessarily all the speed, as you well know, like you've driven lots of cool cars. It's how that car makes you feel. My personal cars, I have a 2015 Cayman GTS Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the fastest car, but man, does it ever handle well? It's mid-engine. I've put 60,000 kilometers on it, so I drive it since new. I drive it all the time, and I just love it. I love the sound of it. I love how it feels. I love how I can put it around corners. It's just such a lovely car to drive. And every time I start it up, I still smile. I've owned it for 6.5 years. How many things do you own for 6.5 years and you still smile every time you get in it or see it?
I would say something, but I won't.
Okay. Good.
But it's funny because when the Cayman came out at a driving event,
Yeah.
it's better. Was better balanced and more fun than a 911. So they detuned the engines,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't beat the 911s.
Right. Yeah, mine's only got 340 horsepower. They're not as fast in a straight line as a 911. I love 911s too, but
Sure.
but I love the way, and I've driven a lot of 911s, pretty much all of them. But I just still love the Cayman. Love the way it feels. And
Yeah,
you've driven them, obviously.
yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. It's fantastic because you can ring them.
Yeah.
You can just ring it out, get everything out. It's
Yeah.
same thing with the old GT2s. You can ring them out, and
Yeah.
it's fantastic, fantastic cars. Whereas with certain cars that are turboized, you got to get used
Yeah.
to exactly how you're driving the turbo, right?
Right. And
Boosting
some
them.
cars are like, I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say the brand because I gotta be very careful, but I hopped in one of the new brands specialty cars. I won't say the name. And the thing is, as soon as I got around the track, I'm like, yeah, I got lots of power, but did it ever feel heavy? No.
I know a few heavy cars that have lots of power,
Yeah. They
and you
don't
don't
feel
want
good on the
it.
track.
And you don't light's okay as long as it's grippy, but it's some cars are very rear spinny.
Yep. No, this one handled fine, but it always felt heavy and lunky. Like tons of power, but lunky and heavy. It's just they keep putting all this like luxury stuff in and more safety systems and everything else. So some of these cars, become a little bit too heavy. And they hide the weight by throwing more power at it and ceramic brakes.
But it's true. I had a luxury sedan,
Yep.
and I didn't enjoy it as much as one of their smaller cars.
Yep.
Luxury sedan was at everything in it. It
Yep.
was fast, but it was heavy.
Yeah.
And then I had smaller, lighter cars that could use a little bit more power,
Yeah.
but they didn't have the extra because it's all placing it in the market, right? Are you going to
Right.
have like an SUV? Like SUVs are 50% of buyers. You going to
Right.
have like an SUV area in this one this year or no?
I mean, we have lots of SUVs at the event, but I'm not putting any up the Dream Car Speed Run. Like I might, if somebody brings a Urus or something, maybe. But
I was hoping, yes. I would think.
I drove a Urus.
How'd you like it? It looks like an amazing car.
I mean, I've also like borrowed a Cayenne twin turbo. I'm kind of, yeah, awesome. I don't play in that league to be able to buy those kinds of cars that are gonna, depreciate at that kind of like. It's a lot of money to have into an SUV, but for people that have that kind of money, I guess, I mean, it's a perfect, secondary car. Like, let's say you're a Lamborghini driver or a Porsche driver, and you've got a GT2 RS, but you need something as a daily driver. Then a Cayenne Turbo S, awesome car. A Urus, an awesome car. Like, they're great. But we'll have SUVs at the event and everything else. I'll tell you, like, my friend loaned me a Hyundai Palisade. So
that's a nice car.
And we have those on the test tracks. And those, man, not just the value, but the drive of those cars. Man, have they ever done a good job? And a good job on those cars. So some of these SUVs they're making now are awesome. I totally like my daily driver is actually a Touareg TDI.
Mm-hmm.
Great SUV. tows my event trailer, and it's been our family vehicle for 10 years. We've owned it since new. So
I think that's fantastic. Okay, so we got the food trucks. You still looking for food trucks?
I think we're tapped out of food trucks. We're gonna have also a garden party area up top. So uh, pizzas and that sort of thing. So we're gonna have a bunch of we'll have some adult beverages as well up
Cool.
top, so people can
What
enjoy
kind,
a beer or something.
what sort of sponsors are you like? Tourism is the number one industry in the world. They lost over $1 trillion last year. So tourism number one,
Right.
automotive number two. What sponsors do you have? What sponsors are you looking for?
Well, actually, let's. I should go to my website because I don't want to say. I don't want to say some sponsors that aren't on board, right?
Yeah.
Um, Aviva Ovation, Linex, Haggerty. Haggerty's been one of our first sponsors of it. Plug and Drive, Central Counties Tourism, Cal Tire, ACE and Ontario Tech University, Cubic, Rev Canada, Flow, NOS, Energy Drink, Marsh, and I believe Canadian Tire just came on board.
Makes sense.
Yep, exactly. So maybe I shouldn't say that right away, but I think Canadian Tire did come on board. And then I know we've got a tire company coming on board. We've got a lot of insurance companies actually have been a great supporter of the event. Everybody needs insurance. And Haggerty's like amazing as far as bringing in extra cars and being a real car culture sort of company. And then Aviva Ovation, great partner sponsoring the Dream Car Speed Run paddock. Linex for the off-road track, great sponsor as well. So yeah, we've been lucky to get some great initial sponsors that are saying, hey, we love your concept and we want to be first in with it. And as I was saying, when you're first in with us, then you get first right of refusal as well. So
Do any of them have exclusivity in a certain sector?
yeah, for sure. Linex does obviously, and we'll go back to I could. That's actually more my sponsorship people. So, but I know that we've got some like NOS energy drink and stuff like that. Like we're not gonna flow chargers. So we're not gonna sell like too many sponsors that compete with each other because it just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And one of the things we didn't want to do is sell sponsors like a Dream Car Speed Run. We couldn't have, a car company sponsoring the Dream Car Speed Run because that would be, I mean, let's say we just have one brand of car up the Dream Car Speed Run. That would be not so much fun.
That'd be horrible.
It'd be, actually, I was at an event. I won't say what, but they only have one brand of car. And it's hard to fill an event with one brand of car, right? And you get the car people that, this is my brand and I don't like anything else. I don't understand that.
No,
Do you?
real car people can appreciate different brands, different
Right.
years and stuff like that because it all comes down to engineering and how cars have evolved. It's amazing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like I would say if I had to say one of my favorite brands is one that I've supported a long time because I like the cars and the reliability and the fact they're sports cars is Porsche. Like to me, that's a no-brainer. But I can really appreciate pretty much all the brands have like certain cars that really grab my that I love. And I remember that I love at certain times in my life. Like you probably have those cars too. Tell me about what you love from the 90s and 2000s and 2010 and 2020. What are your favorite cars that you?
Well, it's everything from the Rimac because of the technology. Look
Right.
at a startup company that
Yeah.
now is electrifying Koenigseggs and Aston Martins.
Mm-hmm.
An amazing success story.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls Royce is always amazing because they always keep ahead of the curve. It was bought by BMW. You got BMW engines in there, which is always interesting. But even though the spikers weren't reliable per se, they're beautiful looking cars. Look at the Zonda. My dream car would be to buy a used Zonda F Roadster.
Right.
How can you? That's amazing success story there.
Right.
Ferraris, you can't go wrong. They spend a lot of technology. With the Lamborghini coming out with that SUV, I think it was fantastic. Fantastic SUV. Like there's so many people doing so many amazing things. And like every car company has a car that you could say that was a game changer. That was a game
Right.
changer. That was a game
Like
changer.
in the 90s, for me, the NSX
Yep.
and also the RX-7 for a
Yep.
sports car. That was a game changer car back in the 90s. So,
90, 90, 91, 93.
yep.
NSX, they detune the engine.
Yep.
That engine was way more powerful than they could make it. There was
Right.
one or two accidents, so they detuned the engine.
Exactly.
But that was like it was a Ferrari competitor, which is hard to say. Like how
I
can
mean, but they yeah, exactly. 2010, I think my favorite car from 2010 was a 458. I thought that was like a game changer for supercars at the time, right? The 458, so beautiful and reliable as well. Like one of the first like super reliable Ferraris that you could just
which is great.
yeah.
Maserati
Everything
went
was
to
quite a
the
bit.
stage, and Aston, Alfa Romeo has their kind of like.
Yep.
There's all these different
The
things.
4C, such a cool car, and carbon tub, and kind of hit a price point that was maybe not as popular. But I've got two guys that I coach with, friends that I coach with, and they both have the 4Cs, and what a great little car, kind of a Cayman competitor in its own way. But yeah, there's so many amazing cars. I love the little Lotus. We're getting a right-hand drive or a left-hand drive Lotus Exige, but race car up
Wow.
at the event.
And
Very,
those are go-karts.
they are. We're getting a Pantera, a really
Ah,
nice Pantera. Oh my! That was one of the first cars that when I was a kid I saw one, and I was like, wow, this is what a car should look like. Why do all the other cars look so boring and this one looks so amazing?
yeah.
I was only like 11 years old or 10 years old, and funny enough, it was a guy in my town who I've since become a friend of, and he had the Pantera, and I remember talking to him about it when I was like maybe 10 years old. I saw it out in the street, and it was one of the first cars like I saw in the little town that I grew up in that I was like, wow, this is amazing. My dad had MGs and MGAs and MGB GTs, so I come from a sports car family. Do you as well?
But you got your hands dirty with the MGs.
Oh, those things don't run. Constantly wrenching on them. But my dad had to like clean the points, and Lucas Electrics, Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. My older brother, he used to switch his cars often, so
Yeah,
he kind of gave me the car bug.
yeah.
And then I got really, since I had the interest, and then I was involved in a media company earlier on. I wanted to be the automotive editor, and I talked to a Yad and all these people. I was at the car shows, uh, so I know some of the owners and of the car brands. I'd be in there, and they let me sit in the cars. This was when I was 13 years old or 10 years old or whatever. So I had that passion for cars, and then I just asked them. I knew everybody. He says, "Oh, just come with us to Detroit. We'll introduce you to all the PR people." So
Right.
that's and then they said, "Well, this is a luxury publication I'm involved with," and they said, "Sure, we have an
Yeah.
available spot here, spot here, spot here." But I would write for 3 to 5 different publications, so our return on investment for them was better.
Hmm.
But on these trips to Europe, I was the only Canadian. There'd be like 11 Americans and one Canadian, or 10 Americans and one Canadian.
How old were
I
you?
was the Canadian. So I
How
was
old were
lucky.
you when you were doing that?
Let me see, 16, so 30, 35.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I was a car buff since I was a kid. So
Yeah.
it was an easy transition.
Yep.
and into because I knew everybody in the car was the one that charity when they rally for kids.
Yep.
That's another person I'm thinking of is person that owns high end stereo equipment. He always does charity stuff, so he has a database as well of supercar owners and stuff like that.
Neat.
There's one coming at the end of the month. There's a supercar event coming up.
Yep.
Of course, Haggerty has that social place now that just
Yep.
opened up.
I was
So
there. It used to be the Paddock Motor Club.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so. I thought so.
Sorry?
I thought it was. It looked like it.
Yeah. So yeah, they took it over. I'll tell you, like the first time I drove a supercar, it was I got to drive a 1999 550 Maranello, and it's because a guy was at my mountain bike event, and I knew he had a new Ferrari, and he said, "Adam, can I get an extra couple T-shirts?" And I said, "They're $15 each, but I'll give you two if I can drive your Ferrari." He said, "Yep." I gave him the two. It was the best $30 I ever spent. And he said I sent him an email and said, "Are you serious? I can drive your Ferrari?" He said, "Yep, meet me tomorrow at 2 p.m." So, and this was like 1999 or 2000, and I would have been maybe 27, 28, and
Wow.
we took it out in the 407. And I was driving the 407. He said, "Okay, just leave it in fifth gear." Because he said, "But go as fast as you want." And I floored it, and all the cars were following me, right? And this is before the 50 over law, right? And I guess I'm not going to get arrested for saying this, but I think I was 200 or 220 kilometers an hour. There were no cars around, right? So I just like motored it for about 10K, and then I shut it down and pulled over because it was like a once in a lifetime thing. I thought for myself. Since I've driven quite a few exotic cars, but I pulled it over, and I turned to him and I said, "This is the first time, every woman's wanted me and every man's wanted to be me."
Absolutely.
Driving the Ferrari, I was like, man, this is like I felt like a king driving that thing.
Yeah, I remember a 599 GTB dropped off. They couldn't get down my street because
Right.
it came on those big trucks. So they dropped it in front of my kid's school, but they weren't there. It was a weekend.
Great.
But still, I had it for 4 days. Then there was a Ferrari event at Mont Tremblant. So I dropped it 4 days here, dropped to Mont Tremblant. The 3 days there, I had it. And I had the full access every pass, the VIP pass, the media pass, every special pass. 3 passes. Like,
so you had it for 7 days?
What pass you want?
You had every pass. And you had they loaned you the 599 for 7 days?
Yeah, and it came from New Jersey. It came from New Jersey as well, because the head office was in New Jersey.
And that had did that have a single clutch gearbox? It had a single clutch gearbox on it, right? Like an F1?
Yeah.
How did you like that car?
As long as you pop into second, it's good.
Yeah.
In second, it goes like crazy.
Yeah.
So, and it's because it's you just got to get used to it.
Yeah.
But once you get used to it, it's a fun car.
Oh, they look great, and they made the GTO version of that. That was unbelievable too.
They sure did.
Yeah.
So yeah,
beautiful car, and we've got a few. I think we've got the new generation V12s coming. I think we might have a 550 coming, but we have an F12 coming, and some of those. The new versions. I'm not as Ferrari versed as I used to be, but because they changed everything. They went away from 458, 488, and then they went to F8.
Yeah.
And then they went to the what's the new one? We have one of those coming. The one that's hybrid. That's like 1,000.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, the hybrid one.
Oh my gosh!
They changed
SF90, SF90. But how do you keep up with all these names now? Because they
difficult. It's difficult because they change so often. Like I say, there's so many launches all the time.
Right, and then Lamborghini.
They're all limited. They're all limited brands. They're all limited brands.
Well, Lamborghini just came out with a Countach.
Actually, it looks
really cool. I think it looks way better than an Aventador. It looks great, actually. I thought, man, looks really nice.
Yeah, they keep the original name. They got
Yeah.
that's gonna be a success, but that's why when they're coming up with these new supercars, it's very difficult to really have a global success. But I remember back when people were bringing out cars, they said, "Oh, charge 500,000." Says, "No, charge a million." It says, "Why? You'll sell more." It's like,
Well,
really? Yes. The the
exactly.
the 1% is such a massive, massive group of people.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter, and you can give them the best mechanic, the best service. You do everything custom for them, like everything for the piping and the stitching. Just charge them more and just give them what they want is originality. So
Mm.
yeah, so oh okay.
They
So it's
want
all like
exclusivity.
which one?
Exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
They don't want everybody else to have the same car that they have, right?
Correct. And they're not, and they're more of them. They have 5 homes. More than likely they probably won't drive it.
Yeah.
Just a collector's thing for them.
Well, I went into a collector's garage. He's not bringing any cars to my event because he's like, "Why would I drive this? It's got 200 miles on it, F40. He's got a 200 miles on it, like a bunch of vintage Porsches and stuff like that. Um, and then and he had vintage muscle cars and everything with no kilometers on them. And I'm thinking to myself at the same time, hey, it's his cars. He can do with them what he wants, but I'd rather own less cars and drive the heck out of them. I'd rather have the Ferrari F40 that has the highest mileage in the world. Or, I remember hearing about the guy that with the LFA who had like 90,000 kilometers on it and drove it across the country like many times. And it's like so cool that people are actually driving these cars. And one of the things for car people is that it's kind of sad when you see some of these cars getting mothballed and never driven because the values go down so much on them that for people that like seeing the cars being driven or like to drive these cars, I'd rather you pick up an F40 right now for $100,000 or $150,000, something attainable that you could actually buy it and potentially drive it. But they're 2.5 million, so people just put them in their garage to look at them, and they're like they wax them and they don't want to put any miles on them, and it's kind of interesting. Now there's a guy in Toronto. Actually puts quite a bit of mileage on one of his. He's got two F40s, and he puts a lot of mileage on one of his S40s. So
That's what
really
you do,
cool.
guy too.
Yeah, so he's got
Enjoy
one for keeping, and then the other just for driving.
it.
Great. If you have the money, why not? And I've actually heard of that with some people have bought those, like they might have a vintage Ferrari, but then they get a recreation of that Ferrari that's identical, and they use that as their driver, and then the other one is their like piece of art.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a lot of these cars have become like Rembrandts and Picassos and everything else, right? They're more of a piece of art than they are something to drive.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
One thing for sure is if people have a car collection, more than likely they have a diamond collection, an art collection,
Yeah.
stuff, because those are all things appreciate in value.
Right.
So if you got money, that's where you place it. So it's quite interesting, that world, because you can spend money really easily.
Or watches.
Yes, watches are
like
watches is another one.
I had one semi-collector watch, but I got rid of it. But man, I made money on the watch. But I'm a kind of in the I like watches, but at a very like moderate level. Like I was instructing at a lapping day, and the guy was wearing this watch, and I'm like, "Oh, what's that? That's really nice." And it was a Patek.
Patek Philippe.
Yep.
That's
like,
from
whoa.
Constantine.
That's like another. And then I've seen another guy with one of those. What's it called? Why am I missing the watch name?
Start with a P.
No,
It says
no.
Vacheron Constantine, Patek Philippe, IWC.
No, it's the new one the new ones that look plasticky, but they're expensive as anything. I don't quite understand them.
Swatch.
Um,
Swatch.
why am I missing it right now? I know the
Is
name.
it Swatch?
Sorry?
Swatch.
No, they kind of they're. I mean, it'd be super offensive to say to some people that they look, but they're. It's a new watch brand, and they're big in the Formula One and everything else. Why am I missing the name? They're like $500,000 and $1 million.
Yeah, but they're not worth $500,000.
Wow. I guess they're worth it if you like them, right? And if you
that's why I tell people, if they do a good quality car, start the price tag at $1 million.
Right.
Because it doesn't cost them $1 million to do it, but they can add so much.
Richard Mille.
Richard Mille.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Richard Mille, RMs.
Yeah, they're good watches. They've been around forever.
Yeah, and they make them all out of carbon fiber. They're super lightweight, and a lot of technology that's going into them and everything else for an automatic watch. But
that's so true.
But they don't.
Yeah,
you look at them.
Big business.
Yeah, and people buy them as collector pieces, and
I know certain Rolexes go up in value. I don't know if those go up in value.
Yeah.
It depends.
Well, I had a really nice Rolex, and I had one, and it went up in value.
Is it a Rolex or a car? Rolex or a car? Rolex
yeah, exactly.
Value, but if you,
yeah, exactly. I'll probably. I needed to, I'm in the event promotion world, so I was like, did I need the Rolex anymore? No.
No.
The other thing is, I was worried about scratching it and stuff because it was going up in value and stuff too. So.
You actually wore it then?
Oh, I wore it a lot, and I really enjoyed it. I just was like, it just felt like it was too much.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends. He worked at La Suisse, marketing director, and he put on a watch on my wrist. It was a Vacheron Constantin, and it's like, so how much is this? $250,000. I was like, oh, very
$250,000. Wow.
Yeah. So I said, it says it's nice, but I don't think I'd ever want to buy it because for me, I'm very philanthropic.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, buy a watch for less than 50, say, even that's extreme. And, and then just say, well, I'll give 20,000 to this charity or whatever, buy a house with the other rest of it. So it's like, geez.
Yeah, but I mean, teach their own. Everybody has their different things they want to spend money on, and
absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So let me see. So we got the general gist of it. Now, you had a car that you were promoting. Is it still coming?
The Pininfarina?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. It had to get shipped.
It what?
It came, and then it got taketh away.
So someone bought it?
No. It was supposed to be for our event, but then apparently something happened in shipping or something else. So it couldn't make the event. It had to go somewhere else too. So it couldn't make our event, unfortunately. They told me it was coming to the event. Now, who knows? Maybe it does appear, but we have two Pagani sending 2 cars though.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm a big Pagani fan. Is there certain cars that you want to come, but that haven't had the fortune to reach out to people?
Well, I hope I think we're probably going to have a Carrera GT. I'd really like to have a Carrera GT. I don't know if we have any of the Trinity cars coming, like the P1.
Holy Trinity P1, yeah. There is a collector that has a P1, a beautiful P1.
Oh yeah, I think we'll probably have a P1 coming to the event, but none are confirmed right now. But we'll have sort of a great variety of like hypercars and supercars coming to the event anyways. So, and some of them may come last minute as well. Like some of these collectors are like, well, I'll bring the car if it's sunny.
Exact. Depends on the weather.
Right.
Which totally makes sense. Totally
Right.
makes sense. I
Yeah.
think that's great. No, the whole training would be great. Is a lot? Does anybody know if they'll bring a LaFerrari?
Mm, I I don't have a line on a LaFerrari. That's one I don't have a line on.
Yeah.
But even cooler than that, we have the 66 Dino SP Ferrari and the and an original GT40, and those are cars you'll probably even more. They are more rare than a LaFerrari or a P1 or a 918. So we have cars that are rarer and worth more money than those cars coming to the
Oh,
event.
for sure, the historic ones. No,
Yeah.
because Drake has a LaFerrari.
Yeah. Hey, Drake, if you're out there watching Darren Dobson's channel, then bring your LaFerrari out, and I'll let you rip it up the hill, no problem.
It's true because you probably want to drive it, and it's the best place to do it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
I think that's a benefit too.
Yeah.
He's a car guy, so it'd be good.
Yeah,
Even
I know he's got a.
Justin Bieber's a car guy as well. He has so many cars as well.
Yeah, he wide bodied a 458 and that sort of thing, and
So there's so many people, and yeah, because did you ever go to the concours that was in Burlington? Was it? There was a whole bunch of collectors there, but no,
the Ferrari event that was in Burlington.
it wasn't a Ferrari event. It was at it was on the lakefront.
Okay.
And Mario was one of the two people that ran it.
Okay.
I'll find his information.
Anyways, I never went to that one, but
he didn't have a good connect with Ramo, so I introduced him to Ramo. Ramo bought a lot of nice stuff out, so he's very thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
So
they were. I was talking to them, but they've got a Ferrari Challenge event on our weekend. So.
Oh wow! Really?
They've got some race event or something on our weekend. So.
Oh, okay.
But we've got a great collection of Ferraris already coming. So, and my friend Rocco is bringing some Ferrari collectors, and he's a Ferrari collector, so he's bringing some cars. So, if you love Ferraris, we'll have a lot of Ferraris at the event.
Everybody likes some Ferraris, Lamborghinis, but get some other stuff too is always nice.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's it. Well, anything else that I missed?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've got an acquaintance is bringing one of the. We've got some great Euro cars, like the mid-engine Renault, like an '85 Renault Turbo 2. I went for a drive in it the other day. That's coming. And then I have a Ford Cosworth rally car, mid-engine. So we got some like other neat stuff if you're into the like really kind of cool, obscure Euro, like 80s, the like where they were building these cars so that they could, the homologation for rally racing and that sort of thing. So
that'll be fun. Rallying cars are amazing. I think more than the cars, the people that drive them are amazing.
I went in a rally. I went in Tall Pines as a passenger in a Subaru with pro rally driver Brendan Semenuk, and it's like I was flying between the trees. It was like 200 feet of air, and there's just trees around me, and I'm like, what the heck? And I've raced cars on pavement, but that's nothing. I did Targa Newfoundland. That was pretty crazy, but this was even crazier.
I know. I don't know. It's like the Isle of Man on a motorcycle.
Oh, that is the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. Like, how many people die every year on the Isle of Man?
At least one.
And then a couple maimed. Like, who does a race like that?
I don't know.
Like, what is your idea? Like, oh, that looks like fun. I want to do that and potentially crash at 200 miles an hour and impound myself on some, rock fence or a rock building or a tree
They just have no fear. They have absolutely no
And there's
fear.
no safety on it. There's no safety.
No, exactly. So are you a biker as well?
Not for this, but I used to race pedal bicycles, and I was actually in the national road cycling team
Oh,
in the early '90s.
that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. And do you need access to more journalists? Have you reached out to all
Well,
these?
we have a media page on our website, and you can reach out to Ali at drivefestival.com. We have also the media day at 10, or the media morning, 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. ahead of the show. So for media on the Friday. So I
Mhm.
expect to see you there, Darren.
Yes, I will be there. I blocked it off.
Great.
I blocked it off. Is there any advance? So you don't have. You're going to be uploading some more videos. So if you have any videos that I could steal
Yeah.
off you, I'll try and promote them if there's
Yeah.
anything.
They're all on my YouTube channel. So I got some with, and then also I don't think I uploaded. I think I only uploaded on my Facebook, but Peter Clute did an interview with me on his channel as well for Legendary.
That'd be, yeah. What a great guy.
Great guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's cool. That's cool. No, I can't think of anything else. I just got to bring some more. So sponsors now, sponsors. So you have some exclusivities. Which ones potentially we didn't figure out? Maybe some any other ones that are open that you'd like to see? Other
Well,
tourism?
it's getting pretty late to. You can always contact our salespeople, Leslie at drivefestival.com. But so
Yep.
far, we've got like, yeah, we're we've got it. We got a number of sponsors that are on board with the event this year, and I think I listed them all off
Yeah.
before. Uh, yeah, we still have some openings. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't really deal with I'm dealing more with the logistics and marketing, and less with the sales stuff. So it kind of comes through my plate, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. And
'Cause
moving forward.
I think you could do one maybe the clothing brand or something like that. A
Oh,
clothing brand might be interesting.
actually, I think we just we're doing something with Choco
Okay.
Motorsports. So I think we're actually doing something with them, but I don't know if that's confirmed. So maybe I should.
Then there's you never know. There's could be an aviation company, could be another one because it's to reach a different demographic that is hard to
Right.
reach in Canada.
Yeah, we were talking to somebody, but from one of the aviation companies. But again, first year, we want to bring out the cars, the people, the clubs, and really build up that enthusiasm for the automotive scene and showcasing the variety and the huge variety that it is, automotive in Canada that you're not going to see anywhere else,
Yeah,
especially at speed and being driven and the whole dynamic nature of our event.
yeah. For the people that are bringing different cars and stuff like that, do you have gift bags for them or no?
Yeah. And we just got a silver wax. I think of doing the sponsorship for that for our Dream Car Speed Run. And then for the Dream Car Speed Run, people that are selected for our Dream Car Speed Run, because we got about 90 to 100 cars. We also have a driver's lounge sponsored by Ovation Aviva.
Okay.
So we're gonna have like food and non-alcoholic beverages and that sort of thing for them.
Yeah, because I might work at some free things that 100% free things to doing some of these really cool resort thing that's opening up. I'll talk
Nice,
to you on a different level once I've talked to them.
perfect,
And it's a something really nice of value you can give to people as a thank you, and it's a good promo for them as well.
awesome.
So
No, for sure, Darren.
it's all helping out. And if I find any more things, I'll percolate. I'll just funnel them. I'll talk to them and see if I can introduce you, and you can take it from there.
Awesome, man.
So yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we talked mostly cars and part of the show, but that's what the show's about.
It's about car people, car
Yeah,
culture,
exactly.
and enjoying
And,
it so much.
and doing it in a different way that gives us like a different way to see it. It's a moving art show.
Yeah. Now seems like the young kids like Bugattis. Is anybody bringing a Bugatti?
Ooh, I might have a Bugatti coming, um, but there's only a few of them in Ontario, right? So there's not a ton.
There's a lot more than you think.
Are there?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, they're probably like all like they're hidden away and they're never driven. But of the people that I know of, one person that might be a Bugatti. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Well, Drake had one of my colleagues at a charity event sold his Bugatti to Drake.
He what?
One of my friends at a charity event sold his Bugatti to Drake.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and Drake drove it for a little bit, and then didn't Drake sell it again? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Then I know another person who's a collector. He's like the same guy who has the P1. He has Bugatti as well.
Well, yeah, and I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
hope he's coming to our event, and if he is listening, bring the Bugatti
yeah. And then there's one of my friends
because
that
he's friends with a number of people that are coming to my event already. So I expect he's going to come to the event.
yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
there's another friend of mine, the publisher of the magazine. He did an article on another person that has a humongous collection as well.
Mhm.
So I'll ask, see if we can hook that meeting up as well. As more
Well,
people have more cars, just more interesting, right?
well, I know one of the big collectors is bringing an Enzo and the Maserati MC12.
MC12. I knew you were gonna say that.
So
So there's
I don't know if they're driving up the hill, but we're going to showcase them. So those are really cool, right?
yeah, more the merrier. More the
Yep.
merrier. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Adam, for all your help and insight and stuff like that. Hey, we're praying for good weather, and it doesn't matter what it is, but I will be there. And in the
Yep.
meantime, it'll not only be a great event this year, but it's just going to be even better next year.
Yep. We're going to build from it and, make this something that Eastern Canada and Canada really needs, for the car community.
Is this the first kind of large event that's been happened ever in Canada of this kind of type?
Yeah. I mean, of this type, yeah,
Yeah.
I would. I would say so for these kinds of brands and everything else, for sure. I mean, you had some big car shows that happened a long time ago for more the import scene, but those were specifically for the import scene. And I know there were some big car shows around that, but nothing that's been into the, what I would say what we're doing.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty excited. It's a long time coming. It's good to hopefully it'll put
Yeah,
Canada on the map and hopefully eventually can build up to one of those big events where everybody in
everybody.
the world wants to come here.
Exactly. And you know what? The other thing interesting about this event, you couldn't run it anywhere else, like except Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Like you wouldn't be able to do it because the noise restrictions, coming up with the tracks, coming up with the space, coming up with everything else. It's just set up perfectly to do this kind of event. And I've looked around, there's no other venues, so it's great.
Yeah. And they did a lot of renovations on the park, so it's all top-notch shape. So it's a
Yep,
one
sure
facility.
have. They've done a great job, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So we're excited to work with them on this event.
Yeah, excellent. Well,
Thanks, Aaron.
thank you very much. You can get back to your wife. I know she's waiting.
No, she's not waiting. She's asleep now, Darren.
For sure. I got another half an hour to go. But that's
okay.
No, thank you very much for your time. We'll definitely keep in touch. And if there's anything, I'll fire some things your way. And if I can help in any way, just feel free to reach out.
Hey, thanks so much, Darren. You're awesome, man.
No problem, brother.
Take care.
You have a good one. You know how to
You
get
too.
out? Just X.
Stop cam.
Leave studio.
Exit full. Okay. See.
Bottom the X. There you go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop the shut thing there. Yeah, so I got about a half an hour left. So let me see here. There we go. So I'm gonna pin this down, guys. I'll drop it here, copy and paste. Anybody who wants to come up, feel free. So paste. There's the chat there. If anybody wants to come up, feel free. I'm not even sure if it comes up here. Okay. Okay, there we go. So it's working out good. Yeah, that'll take a while for it to pin up. I'll just go back. It's funny because I'm just looking at all these things. I'll have to look at that later. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for coming and supporting. Let me see how many thumbs up I have. I don't know how many thumbs up I have, but let's see. I Cordier Daily, nice to see you. Let's give you a blue jacket. So, guys, to share, if you have a YouTube channel, to share it, you just type the word love. It'll automatically drop your link. So I'll just show you here. Just type the word LOVE, type the word love. It'll automatically drop your link to your channel so you can connect to other people. And it's as simple as that. So, no problem. Thank you very much for coming. It's your first time here, so it's pretty good. So anybody that wants to come up, feel free. We'll go from there. Just thinking here, yeah, we got about a half an hour to go, so it's pretty good. But yeah, I don't know who's here in the chat, but feel free to come up. Deborah Orat, good morning, brother. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming and supporting. I appreciate it. Annabelle, thank you for, I know it's morning for you. Thank you for getting up. Pleasure. Thank you guys for coming, which is very cool. Let me see who else is in the chat here. Rennie and Mama Vlogs, nice to see you as always. Al, nice to see you. Al Adiz, thank you for coming out. Blended Whiskey, thank you for coming out. Northern Trail Dog, thank you for coming out. Cliff and Rue, always nice to see you. EC Eka Channel 02, thank you for coming out. I've had you as a moderator. May, nice to see you. Simply Adventures. Angels Are We Nursery and Other Things, nice to see you. Let's see who else is here. Baboom, nice to see you. Joe and Jenny Journey, nice to see you guys always. Thank you very much for coming out. So feel free. You're welcome, host. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That was kind of like a cool interview because I'm looking forward to that driving event. 16 years as an automotive journalist. Get around all those dream cars. It should be fun. So once again, if you guys need to connect, just type the word love and you guys can connect. That'd be great. And I'll drop the StreamYard link as well. So anybody that wants to come up, feel free. There you go. So I know some people are going to bed in North America. Other people are going to be getting up in Europe and the Middle East. And people in the Philippines, we see, this is around lunchtime in the Philippines. So now I'm up to 100%. So that's fully charged. That's always nice. But thank you very much for everybody for coming and supporting my live stream. That was fun. Looking forward to seeing the statistics. But yeah, I hope everybody was able to connect to a few people, get a few more bananas. And it's all about growing your channel. That's what I always like to do, is help you guys grow your channels. Not only getting more bananas, more watch hours, and remember, do your live streams to get those watch hours, and then so we can get you monetized and go from there. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. So where is everybody now? So Annabelle, you're in the Middle East. Cordeleran Daily, where are you located? Deborah Orat, where are you located? Where's everybody located today? So yeah, but thank you very much for coming, guys. Really appreciate it. That was fun. A fun interview with Adam, one of the co-founders of the event. It should be interesting. But yeah, do you guys have any questions, any topics you want to discuss? Anybody want to come up? Feel free. The StreamYard link is there. I'm also just going to check on how, because it's getting pretty late for most people. A lot of people out there. So many chats, rewatches. So that was a good hour and a half interview. Wow, that was a long interview. Long interview. So that's good. Let me see how we're doing here. Yeah. Yeah, the highest part of the interview was 10:15, 10:30. That was great. Playbacks. I'm going to check this out here. Yeah, so thank you guys. Just type the word love and let's try to get connected. There's 7 million viewers still left in the chat. And I'll be going for another 24 minutes to go. So if anybody wants to come up, feel free. I'm here. Just hanging out, getting my watch hours. So that's what I'm here. And if you're in there, don't be scared. Just say hi. Tell us who you are, where you're from. And let us try and help you out with your channel. So just anybody in the chat, just say hello. Don't be shy. Just come out and say hello. So let us know who's out there in the YouTube world. Some people might be doing background as well. But thank you so much. 1 hour and 37 minutes. 23 minutes to go. Northern Trail Dog. Have you ever seen Amarasa B2? I haven't seen it in person, but I have seen a picture of the car. I think it came out, I'm guessing, over 20 years ago, I think. And I think it's a Russian supercar, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Trail Dog? I think it's Russian, if I do remember. But yes, it's a great car. It's a great car. That memory serves me correct. Tell me if I'm correct. I think it's Russian. European Russian, but I think it's Russian. That was the second version. The most powerful version was the B2. They had the B1, which was less powerful, but everybody wanted the B2. It was more aggressive, more power. Tell me if I'm correct. I don't know, but I think I am. That would be cool to have those cars. But that would be very, very cool. Yeah, what is your guys' favorite cars? Do you have Northern Trail Dog? I have is Marizia, which makes sense. Russia, B2. Annabelle, is there any favorite car you would have or something like that? Some people are just very simple. Just a simple truck, simple car, and stuff like that. There's Allie's coming up to say hello.
Good day. Mega love shout to all.
Mr. Allie, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. I just came out of the shower and I feel refreshed and clean.
Oh, fantastic, my man. That's great.
Yes, Annabelle. And
what time is it now? What time is it now in Australia?
1:40 p.m. on Sunday afternoon.
1:40. Okay. So you're the same as the Philippines, exact same time zone.
Yep.
That makes it easy.
It does.
Makes it easy.
It does.
So are you a car guy?
Yeah, I love cars. I love Not muscle cars. I'm more into down. You can say I like them a little bit, but more full drives. I like similar to Brett, my heavenly brother, full drives because I love to go to the farm and the bush and in Australia and America. It's called forest over there. Here, bush.
Yeah, for sure. So
With
do you like
need God, yeah.
do you like trucks more, or do you
Trucks.
like SUVs?
I like trucks more, like what I have with me now, Darren, because I want to, after I do my deck for my mother, because I want to think first of my mother. Remember one of the commandments, Darren? Obey your mother and father. I want to keep my mother happy, Darren, first, next year in my house in Berkeley, first with the deck. Then after the deck, I want to, completely fix my full drive up for the off-road.
I think that would be great.
Because when I look at my full drive on the bottom, it's very low. Whoever did it before, stupid. They should have rose it up high when we were going to buy. They should have put up high.
I agree.
But I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. Maybe 3 or 4 centimeters, and then new shock absorbers for the off road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. There's a lot of really good 4-wheel drive vehicles out there. Everything from the Jeeps to the Hummers to the
Nissan, Toyota Hilux.
The Galanda wagons are even good as well.
Yeah, and Isuzu is good too. And Mazda B250, they're good.
Ah, very good, very good. What? Because do they have? I think do they have different truck brands in Australia or the same?
No, they've got similar like you, Darren. Ram, Dodge, all the brands in like America. Yeah,
Toyota.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, it's good. But they used to have different cars there. Some unique cars they had there. I forget what it's called.
Yeah. Holden.
That's it.
Holden. Yeah.
Yes, that's an Australian brand.
It is, but there's no more. You don't see them anymore, man.
Thank you, Simply Adventures. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Thanks
for
your support.
They're not making them anymore. I remember because I heard on the TV or something. On the news.
No, I think you're right. They're not making anymore.
Yeah.
They didn't get enough sales.
Exactly. It's sad.
It's tough, yeah. Well, we used to have Canadian brands here. Was Oldsmobile, which got bought up by GM. Oldsmobile was a Canadian brand.
General Motors.
And it got bought out as well.
Yeah, shit.
That's okay. It's always changing. It's a very because they have to plan cars years in advance because it takes like $1 billion to create a car from scratch for a global market.
Yeah.
They got to guess 4 years in advance.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's SUVs are hot, trucks were hot, small cars were hot, so you never know.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
Yeah, true that, Darren.
Oh, no problem, Sean Williams. You can come in and out whenever you want, brother. No problem.
My friend Sean Williams, he's a good man. He's got a very good heart like me. He does.
Yeah. Brett Glasgow, Sean Williams, you.
Yeah.
We're all good hearts.
Murad, yes, and Murad.
Oh, yeah. Murad, too.
Yes, Murad, and I'm going to say.
But we don't want to tell him too much. He might go to his head.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, my
birthday. Poking Murad, poking on him.
Yes, my birthday is September 10th, which is very soon.
That's funny. That's what the driving event is, which is kind of funny.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 days until September, which is spring here in Australia. Springtime. This is the last month of winter. Thank you, God.
That's right. Okay, you got it, Sean.
Yeah.
We'll just leave the keys.
Advisor channel.
Advisor channel. She's watching ads. Isn't that great? Monetize. So it'd be interesting. So you make a little bit every time everybody watches the ads. I think that's great.
Yeah. Hopefully next I'll be monetized in the right way.
That's right. Shihara, how are you? Thank you very much.
She's
one of my biggest supporters.
And please, Shihara, help me with my watch hours.
87 thumbs up. Wow.
Wow.
That's good. And I'm up to 1.74 subscribers. That's good.
Yeah, with me, I got 1,194 subscribers now, Darren.
On the road to 2,000, my friend.
Yep.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Advisor, mega love shout out.
I got many special videos coming out. One at my dad's friend's neighbor's farm, and I'm going to be live there, Darren Dobson.
Where?
And have you heard of Darren in Australia? Dara?
No.
You can Google it on Google if you want to now, Darren. You can see it where it is in Google Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Hello, to our dog. Hey, Isa Channel. Congratulations on your 5 month of your pregnancy. Hope you guys are well, Isa Channel.
Has it been 5 months already?
Yeah.
Really? Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
The YouTube family is growing. You gotta vlog. You gotta vlog the birth. Yes, Marisa, my Russia B2. That's a great supercar. There's so many cars coming out.
No, wow.
Now that I'm getting these media access, I just get the videos, post. So I get all these cool videos from the car manufacturers.
Yeah.
That they give me permission, and I just keep posting them.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
It is. After the Philippines, down when you been there, done there, seen the people, then you'll come here.
I've been to Australia once. I don't mind coming in. As long as as long as I get a media invitation, because it's very expensive.
Wow.
Very expensive because the flight, and depends on where it's staying. But I do have some connections there, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Back in Australia.
But it'll be fun. But there's some places. There's so many places in the world to see. But it's just getting in the, you're putting there's I just found out there's an event travel show happening in October, which is perfect. So September is the car event. October is the event thing for the tourism industry. Then I got November, the luxury travel show. Then I got Christmas, of course, in December.
Yes.
January is New Year's, and then we don't know when the Philippines is going to open up, but we
Australia.
March. Luke, how are you? Thank you
for
coming out.
I like Luke. It's funny. He made me laugh last night. Hey, Papa King. Because I did a live stream. Basically, Darren Dobson. I did a live stream last night with my Australian Football League team, and Luke said, "Oh my God, OMG!" Because I was singing before my team, were playing. He made me laugh so much. He's a good man. He's a good man.
You're actually a good co-host as well. So as long as you have a co-host with you, it's really good.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you get a lot of I get a lot of every time I go as a co-host on everybody's channel. I always get bananas, even if I'm in the chat. I go to different places. I get new bananas all the time. Do you get bananas you got bananas from Rad's? You got bananas from my channel, I hope?
Yes, hopefully. Yes, I did. And from the one he said today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as well, Blessed Life, you must get some bananas there when you're there.
I do.
That's good. So just keep going around. You got to get 10. Pick your 10 favorite and just keep doing them every week.
Maybe I'll try a bit more than 10, maybe 15, you can say, Darren.
You can do, if you can do 2 a day, 7 days a week, then you can do 3 a day if you want.
Yeah.
I used to do, at the beginning, I used to do sometimes anywhere from 4 to 8 channels in a day. It was so tiring because sometimes you're at the channels for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You eight of them, 2 hours and 16 hours.
Yeah, true. That's true. Because what I'm trying to do now, Darren, I'm trying to let you talk and show Joe and Jenny's journey. They're good people. That I can respect the host and let them talk. I don't want to talk over the host.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that. You're really good. You're
really
good.
I am.
Yeah, you're an excellent co-host.
Yes, thank you.
And the good thing is it's good because you're getting yourself known to people.
Yes.
And that's what you need to do.
Exactly.
Once people know you, they like you. So that's what you got to do.
Yes.
Yourself known.
And that's what I did today with the channel Murad. Put on his, he linked on the chat, and I just went there and what you said before when you went in there.
Yeah, just don't drop your link too many. You drop 3 in a row.
Yeah,
maybe once every 5 minutes.
yeah, you're
That's
right there.
more than enough. Not
You're right,
dropping
Darren.
doesn't help you,
Yeah,
but
because
because
YouTube are getting too strict now, Darren. They need to, I can say, settle
that's what we're
down.
trying to do. We're trying to protect you, right?
Yeah,
As
correct.
well as
I think that,
I see some people on mine. They just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like, oh, too many. So it's not fair to other people.
yeah,
If you
because
have like
yeah,
25 people,
or
and you have
50
one
people
person,
or
all
100
he sees
people,
their
whatever.
link all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Because the
I see
channel I go
too
into,
many links.
yeah, there's what the hell's he gets a lot of viewers, like, oh man, 300 or 400 or 500 viewers.
Who's
When he's
that?
what the hell's Darren?
Oh,
He's from
really?
America. You should watch him because now he's going to court with Marilyn Raby. He's having big problems with her and in his ranch in Florida with his neighbors. More
Ah,
time and headaches from the neighbors as well.
thank you, Luke. Thanks for
Hey,
the thumbs up.
thanks, Luke.
Yeah, up to 89. Woo! That's fantastic. 89 and
Thank you,
counting.
Papa King. Thank you so much. Because I know you're looking out for me, and I appreciate that a lot. I do.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's just how
I
that's
just
what
think,
we're here to help each other out. That's what it's
yes,
all about.
yes, correct.
So
Because
we learn.
I want us to stick like damn glue, not
Hmm.
drama, drama, drama. I'm sick of the drama anyway.
I haven't seen too much drama lately, so I'm pretty
I know
happy.
you're lucky, Dan. You're lucky.
Yeah, I know. Nante Fortes. Nante Fortes, I've known for maybe a
Like, do
couple
you?
days, and yeah, it was. When I connect with her channel, I got a lot of subscribers there. So it's just when the new people you subscribe to and the link comes, I visit their channel and it's really good. New people, meeting new people all the time was really good.
Yeah,
Mike
Mark G. Here's my
P.
channel, and Natia Forts. That's my YouTube channel. I only dropped it once now, down my YouTube channel.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, 12 million people in the house. Woo! How was your channel? Was it this morning or yesterday?
I did my live stream basically, Darren, last night.
Right.
Yeah,
Excellent, excellent.
yeah. I went for 8 hours, and I just did what I always say when I record my videos, Darren. LS events vlog, da 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 da, normal stuff.
Eight
From your
hours.
mama village.
Wow.
Yes,
Good for you.
exactly. Thank
Did
you,
you
Darren.
have some? Did you have some people join you on the panel and in the
Yeah, I
chat?
did. Yeah, I did. I had Brett. I had Adrian Gibson. I had someone from New York, a Giants supporter fan. That's good of him. Yeah,
I think that's great. That's what you
it
want.
is.
Adrian Gibson's fantastic.
It is.
Fantastic. And then Brett always pops by. Sean always pops by. Yeah, it's coffee. Now, no, it's bedtime.
Coffee time, yeah. Not now, Dan.
Bedtime.
But basically, Dan, when I do get monetized, I'm thinking I want to do, t-shirts, a lot of t-shirts, caps,
I can do
and
the same thing.
maybe, what do you call these ones here, Dan? On your hand.
Wristbands.
Yeah,
Wristbands.
wristbands. You're correct. And I'm thinking, what else? What else? Maybe hoodies as well.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Gross.
Because I do want to grow my channel, not in the wrong way, Darren, my friend, but the right way. So that way I get like 5K viewers, views or whatever, more,
Yeah.
10K later on in the future.
Tamsack 1 million.
I wish
You're
I
funny,
knew.
Fatty.
Yeah.
Sir Darren,
He's
you
brilliant.
so massy pag to connect to my visitors. I always, when I'm there, I'm connecting. Really
Yes.
fast. I can do it fast and connecting to everybody there for sure.
See how we're doing this now, Darren, basically. That's what basically YouTube needs to do. They need to incorporate something like this.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've always learned is I always connect with other people first. And then in the chat, he said their name done or done full pack.
Yeah,
And then
that's what I
and
look
then
for.
then I'll drop my link, and if they want to subscribe back, it's okay.
Yeah,
You
fair
know?
enough, fair enough. That's fair enough, Darren. Justin, but I'm talking about how me and you know, we're talking to each other on StreamYard. That's what YouTube need to do as well.
I agree.
Yes. So
That
if I take my dog for a walk, wherever, you know, the beach here or the farm, I can show you guys around.
yeah. Pink Sweets, how are you?
Just for your vlogs, make a love shout out to you.
Pink Sweets. Pink Sweets is an awesome channel.
Yeah.
Just watch one of Pink Sweets. I'm also going to drop my link again.
Yeah, I
like
dropped
Pink,
my link
I
once.
like Pink Sweets channel.
This is for you guys, my YouTube channel. Subscribe to Ellie's Adventure Vlogs and Darren Dobson. He's a good man.
Okay, let's check out Pink Sweets here. The link here. Pink Sweets morning yoga. I was just at a yoga event this morning. So you
Yeah,
guys will find
it's
out that.
my YouTube channel anyway, Pink Sweets. Pink
Yeah.
Sweets. Is my YouTube channel.
Yeah, so that's good. So he's already subscribed, commented. So congratulations, Pink
Yes, that's
Sweets.
Phil. Love. Let's try to get me Darren's viewers to 2K. Let's get Ellie's Adventure Vlogs to 2K or past 2K.
I do small goals. I'm at
Yeah, I know.
I'm at 1,740. So let's get it to 1,750. And I do by 10. 10. I usually try to do
Yeah.
by 10 every live stream. So do 10
Yeah.
a day or 2 a day. So at every 20. So every 7 days, you got 140. So that slowly grows.
Yes, good. 1,190 subscribers now.
Yeah, this is a good video. Stretching, yoga.
Zero active community guideline strikes. It's a green tick for me, Dan. That's good. I want a green tick.
Of course. Of course.
Now, anyway, guys, Darren's viewers, let's try to get my watch hours up.
Your watch hours will be general. The only way you could do help with watch hours is what you do is you come really close with people, and then like Blessed Life, Panas Habit, me. Once you get that live stream playlist, we'll play it through the night, and that'll how you get your watch hours fast.
True that, Dan. Because with my playlist, I got like, let me check down. Let me go to another, YouTube panel, you can say, basically.
Yeah. First Lady Vlogs, Mega Love shout out.
We're going to shout out to you too.
Renee, EC Eka. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping promote my channel. What I want to do is I want to do subjects that my viewers want to see.
Yeah, true that.
And then people want to come to your live stream because you're doing topics they want to see.
Yes.
And that's really important.
Yes.
Another thing is do videos that they want to share. So that's why I can't wait to do more tourism videos if people like them. But also that's why I want to go to the Philippines and I'm going to visit them. I'm going to be interviewing a lot of people, so they'll be on it. So people say, "Hey, I was interviewed by Darren on his channel." They'll share their link. So it's interviewing a lot of people when I travel around the world. I'm going to see Tina the Explorer in Qatar. I think there's someone else there, and Abu Dhabi,
Saudi Arabia,
and so many places in the Philippines.
Yeah. Yes, true that, Dan. I've got 47 videos so far in Adventures playlist. Darren Dobson.
47 videos.
Yep.
That's a lot. Good for you.
It is. Yep.
That is really, really good.
Yep.
Yeah, I have 50, I think, somewhere around there.
So yeah, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to you down now.
Perfect. If you do one a week, that's fine.
Yeah.
At least do one live stream week and one video week, and that's
I want to do videos now. I want to do like 20 videos. I record them.
Yeah, because I did 5. I did 5 today, so different small walking ones of Toronto. So it was downtown. I was going to the yoga, so I did the yoga. I did the thing of music one you'll see. Then I did one to walk here to here, here to here, here to here. So I got like five videos, and I just have to upload them all and then decide are they going to be premieres or just load them, or I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's First Lady Vlogs here. Oh, good. I get to connect to First Lady Vlogs. I haven't subscribed yet to her, so that's good.
First
I got
Lady
it.
Vlogs. Can you subscribe to me and I'll get back to you, First Lady Vlogs?
So I got
Because
20
basically down
minutes ago. Just uploaded 20 minutes ago.
yeah. I've got too many subscriptions, you can say, how Brett said to me last night.
How many did you get?
Not from people, but from me. I got too many subscriptions, how Brett told me. I wait till I get more subscribers, then I can subscribe, basically. What's your name again? The one you subscribe to, Dan? Can you say it slowly?
70?
First Lady Vlogs.
So I watched First Lady Vlogs. It's 1 minute and
80
seconds.
VLG. With an S or Z, Darren?
Sorry?
With an S or Z for vlogs?
Z.
Z. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Sir.
So I'm always excited because when
Oh,
I'm on my
wow.
LS and I get new
Yeah.
people that come,
Yeah.
I know they're new.
Yeah, tell First Lady Vlogs I subscribed to her just now.
Excellent. She hears you because you're right here. She
Yeah.
hears you. So what's good is I like it when new people come to my
I'll
live
give it to
stream
you now.
because they don't have a blue jacket. So I know I give them a blue jacket. Then as soon as they drop their link, I can go right to their thing and subscribe to them on my LS, which is really great.
Yep. There's my link, First Lady Vlogs, my friend. And I've got 47 videos, and I've got many more coming out. I'm going to go live at my dad's neighbor's friend farm in Australia when the lockdown is gone. I'm just sick of this lockdown, Darren Dobson. It's driving me mad up the damn wall.
I know. It's a good thing we have you two, eh?
Yeah, true. Thank God I can talk to you. I'll go freaking mad. I'll be in a loony bin if it wasn't for this.
Hey, it's difficult.
It is. Because I can't create content. That's what the New South Wales Premier doesn't understand for me as a vlogger, as a YouTuber.
Yeah, but you can create content like food, you eating stuff, all different things. So, Lady Vlogs, we're done. You're now a new part of my family. Thank you very much. I'm part of your family, sir.
Yeah. I might do maybe how my mum makes Lebanese food so you guys can, watch it.
That's cool.
Have you ever tried Lebanese food, Darren Dobson?
I have.
It's delicious.
I know. It's very sweet.
It is.
Very sweet.
Yeah, true. There's tabbouleh, there's hummus, there's baba ganoush, there's fattoush.
I love it.
Yeah.
See, I'm at 1740, so I need 10 more to get 1750. I do 10. I don't go from 1 to 2. I go 10 at a time. It's easy. 10 a day. Then you get 10 a day, 70 a day, 140, 300 a month, 3 months, 1,000. No problem.
Yep.
There's no rush, right?
No, there's no rush for me either.
Just do slowly.
Yes, I'm at 1,196 now, Darren Dobson.
That's good. I remember because when I first met you over 10 weeks ago, you were at 1,000. You go below. It was very aggravating.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy, what Kuya Sean said about your move? What is it? Is that the twerking he's talking about? I'm not sure what movie he was talking about, other than twerking. So yeah, it's pretty fun. But yeah, it's cool being monetized though. You get the watch hours. That's one good thing is that you're connected to Blessed Life in Panas Habit.
Yeah.
They watch your videos if you win. So
yeah, they do. They do. They're nice people. They are.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
And we can't forget my Heavenly Sister, Songfana. She's a nice lady. God bless her. And I pray for her on her behalf as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Forts.
Yeah,
because she did come out, basically down Dobson, she came out of hospital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's very connected to your channel. So thanks so much, First Lady Vlogs.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that once or twice. Yeah, there you go. Love. Excellent. Everybody's connecting. I like the connecting. I'm up to
Me
90
too.
thumbs ups.
Yeah, I love the view and serenity. Looking the ocean in South Wales, Australia, and you're having fun with your mum and dad. Cool. I'm going to reply back to that because, I want to keep my subscribers. You know what I mean, Darren Dobson?
Yep.
Loyal. So, NANETE.
Big Ken Kids. Andrea. Nice to see you. Mega, mega, mega. Love, love, love. Shout, 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 shout. Out, out. Everyone. Canadian flag. Here we go. Sing Wang. Yay! Happy lunchtime. ¿Cómo está?
Mabuti.
You're good.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Is it hot? Is it hot in the Philippines?
Hi.
Firstly, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada.
Thank you.
Ellie's in Australia. And Sing is in the Philippines. So that's where I'm at. You can tell what I'm in here. So that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. Canada. Toronto, Canada, to be specific. That's right. First Lady Vlogs advisor on the way to your house. Very good.
Kingly Way, my friend.
Hi.
Yay!
What?
Good fun.
Absolutely. Now I gotta see what time is it. It is 12:08.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm gonna be shutting down soon. It's time for my bedtime.
What?
Shut down.
Yeah.
It's still early for
I'm
you
going.
guys. It's lunchtime for you guys, but it's midnight for me.
Wow. Yeah, Darren Dobson, I got 1,000 now and 197 subscribers. Salamata.
Bakit naman? Ba't ang liit? Hindi, sa YouTube.
Yeah.
Walang magawa. Hello, everyone. Nasaan kayo?
Let's go.
Inat
Let's go. Maddie, Football King.
Waliw. Ano ba? Bakit naman?
Kamusta?
Kumakain ng bubble gum. Hindi kumakain ng bubble gum. Ito kaya kausap ko. Ba't ganyan mo nga? Ha? Hindi ganyan talaga siya. Hindi nag-hear daw. Ay, kaya.
Nap time for me.
May ano. Magtiki kanina.
Glad you came done. There you go. Hello, co-host. Here you go.
Hello.
Say hello to Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to be shutting it down past midnight. You did pretty good. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Happy. I cannot hear you.
Sorry. Thank you for coming up. But I'm going to be shutting down soon. Time for me to go to sleep. We're going to shut down. But thank you, First Lady Vlog, for coming. I think everybody's got their uniform jacket. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much everything. So guys, Sing Wei, I'm gonna be shutting down because I gotta go sleep. Ellie, I'm gonna be shutting down because I'm gonna go sleep. Thank you very much for coming out. First Lady
You're welcome.
Vlog,
Ayan
thank
po.
you very much for coming. I look forward to seeing more of your videos. First Lady Vlogs. Luke, nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming out. Let me see who else do I have to thank here. Fatty, thank you very much for coming out. Lookwood King, thank you for coming out. Advisor, thank you for coming out. Disney Kids, Ellie,
Mm-hmm.
Wang Young. That's pretty much it. Nante Fortes. Pretty much everybody there that's left.
Yep.
Anyway, so thank you very much, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it. And we will see you on Tuesday morning.
Yep.
That's the next one for me. So keep me informed. So thank you very much, guys, for coming.
I
God
do.
bless you all.
First Lady, I've been practicing.
And I look forward to seeing those videos. Northern Trail Dog. Yes, I have to get sleep too. 11. I'm here. Need to try and get some sleep. I haven't for a couple nights. Have a wonderful, beautiful day or night. Peace and love to all. Thank you, Northern Trail Dog. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, King. Thank you, guys. Good night to everybody. Bye. Bye.